I really don't know why I even give Kevin Hart try after try after try when it comes to anything other than stand up. And here we go again with a new limited series, True Story. What's up, folks, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing this series True Story, which is coming to Netflix November 24th. Now, this is Kevin Hart's new project alongside of Wesley Snipes and some other people that you may know, but ultimately it is about Kevin Hart. And again, I don't know why I just continue to give him try after try after try. I'm a little bit over him. Even in stand-up, I'm a little bit over him, but I just haven't really seen or really taken to anything that he's put out recently and overly loved it. You know, I kind of more or less tolerated it, and this is just another one. But I said, you know what? I'll give it a try once again. It's the holiday spirit season, so I was in the holiday spirit, and I figured why not, you know? But let me give a little bit of background about this really quickly. It is 7 episodes, and oddly enough, the first episode is about an hour long, and then the other 6 after that is about 30 minutes. And again, it is a limited series. And if you've seen the trailer, whether or not you've seen it or not, sure, it's called True Story, but it's not based about him. It's I don't even know if you even want to say it's loosely inspired by him, because the events of the things that, you know, some of the events that take place within this, there's no way that he would talk about that in any extent, because it's just kind of crazy. But whatever. I'm not here to try to decipher if this is true or not, even though the title is called True Story. But Kevin Hart plays a comedian named Kid, who is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Whether for his stand-up, whether for his, him being in Hollywood, being on the big screen. He plays a character Kid, comes back to Philly to do a show, but when he comes back, he catches up with his brother C, Carlton, played by Wesley Snipes. But Carlton's never been nothing but bad trouble for Kid. Essentially, Kid is nothing but an enabler for him, and anytime Carlton's around, there's always trouble looming behind him. Well, in this instance of what could Carlton do wrong, Carlton is financially in trouble. We're talking about, I think it's $6 million in trouble. He was he had some silent partners in a restaurant that he had, and he owes them now, and they're here to collect. And Carlton asks his brother for money. And then, you know, there's a little bit of reservation for, a little bit of hesitation about it. But, you know, it's his brother. He decides he's going to do what he got to do. But little does he know, with Carlton, it's just a web of lies. And what he thinks is just a simplistic payoff is way more than that. I mean, they really get into it. I don't know how much they show in the trailer and whatnot. I've seen the trailer a while ago. I can't remember now that I've seen the entire series. But I will say, there is tons of lies, as I said. There's some murder involved. There is some scandal involved. And then ultimately, there's 2 folks that are after them by any means necessary to collect their money. and shall I say, also, how do I put this? Kind of an eye for an eye situation here. So, you know, that's that. Here's my thing about this. The plot is super predictable. You see it coming from a mile away. The first episode, you know exactly what's coming. I do commend them for Kevin Hart in particular for trying to do something different. I mean, yeah, this is not like a project that I've seen him in. He's not at all trying to be funny or the comedic act or make this satirical at all. This tries to actually be a drama, a crime drama, should we say. So I tip my hat for him trying something different here, but it's very predictable. The acting is really not all that. I love some Wesley Snipes, and I feel like for them being brothers, I never really bought into that. And because the plot's not really thick at all, it's very simple and yet it's predictable. You just kind of watch it just because. Yeah, I mean, you know how it's gonna play out, and you kind of just are like, huh, I guess I'll just watch another episode. I mean, if these were an hour long each episode, I wouldn't have made it. But like 30 minutes, I was like, okay, cool. Next episode. And yeah, you want to just see the events roll out and play out because you just want to kind of pat yourself on the back saying, see, I knew it was going to be like that. And that's what it was. So, you know, nothing new, nothing shocking, no reinventing the wheel here. Everything is pretty up front, and you know what you're gonna get. So again, you know, nothing really stood out to me in regards to the performances and in regards to I don't know, the cinematography, the score, any of that. You know, it's just I don't know. I wasn't really fond of this, you know, and as much as I love Wesley, you know, I decided that, you know, maybe Wesley would stand out for me. Wesley was kind of even just whatever. So I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I guess if you're a Kevin Hart fan, this will float your boat. But if not, then you're probably just going to want to pass this because this one really didn't do anything special to me. Again, very predictable plot. The action was kind of the events that take place in regards to the predictability was, again, something you've seen before, maybe more times than none. A lot of scandal, cover-ups, lies, all that certain things. Like, you've seen this before. This really didn't do anything different. Besides the fact that Kevin Hart is actually taking part into this, and this is different for him, yet it really didn't prove anything to me. So I don't mean to be harsh, but like, this is definitely one that I will kind of be okay, you know, not watch it again. But he has a huge fan base, so I know people will check it out. And if you are one of those folks, let me know in the comments your thought about this. Again, it's dropping November 24th, all 7 episodes on Netflix. Jump in the comments, let me know, folks. And as always, stay tuned for more movie reviews very soon.